that we have some springs that are flowing from over there underneath the ground straight into the Sea of Galilee. Some of them are popping out of the ground here. Some will do it right there down next to the sea. These are warm water springs flowing from under the ground into the cold waters of the Sea of Galilee, which gets most of its waters from the melting snows of Mount Hermon and the northern rivers. And therefore, it's ice cold down there, it's very warm up here, and the meeting point of the cold water and the warm water of the springs will create probably the best temperature for fish to swim. That plays a very significant role in what we are about to hear and read about in Scripture. One thing that, first of all, we have probably the clearest view of Mount Arbel I've ever seen. I look around here, just turn around. I don't remember it. It's the cliff on the left. You can also see the cliff on the right and the valley in between. This is the valley through which Jesus had to walk from Nazareth down to because that was the major branch of the ancient road of those days, the Via Maris, the way of the sea. And so, only once you get to the depth of the valley, when you come to the edge of it towards us, you finally get to see the Sea of Galilee opening up. Right above it is the area where the Crusaders were defeated by Salah ad-Din in 1187. It's called the Horns of Chittim. The area with lots of wheat, the Horns of Chittim. Chita or Chittim means wheat field. And so there's a lot of wheat fields. That's a non-active volcano over there. And it was a very hot summer day. The horses of the Crusaders were loaded with both the knights and their own armor, and they couldn't take it anymore. It was very hot. They needed a drink. They were exhausted. By the time they were so exhausted, the Muslims set fire around them. The horses got panicky. Those Crusader knights were thrown off the back of the horses, and they, once you know, when you're loaded with so much armor on you, when you're off the back of your horse, you can't even walk. And that's where the Muslims just completely slaughtered the Crusader knights, and that was the end of the Crusader era. In this portion of the land, they did come back, but only to the coast, to Caesarea, Akko, Joppa, and other places. Now, leaving that, if you just turn under that beautiful ficus tree, you can clearly see as something that bothers and annoys me a little bit. In the art world, Jesus often is being portrayed as a Swedish hippie. He's very feminine looking with the long hair. Most of the pictures, it's just long blonde hair with some blue eyes. And you know, I want to tell you something. Jesus was not only a carpenter, but carpentry in those days had a lot to do with stonemasonry. I am not sure that that is the look of a stonemason from the Galilee of okay? But you can see Peter being commissioned by Jesus right there in that sculpture. And by the way, you see that in so many pieces of art describing Christ in those days. So, having said that, take a good picture of Tiberias. By the way, what we see over there with Tiberias is very interesting. You see the old and you see the new. The new portion of Tiberias is on the slope of the mountain. The old one is where all the hotels are located down on the shores of the sea. You see that? And that's where ancient Tiberias used to be, which was a pagan Roman-style city at the time of Jesus. And of course, all what we see above is the modern residential area of Tiberias, the city of today. Right above the old part of Tiberias, it's another important mountain called Mount Bernice, named after Herod's Agrippa's wife, and of course, and that's also the area of the ancient city from later period, even the Crusader one. Take some pictures.
Was it named Bernice at the time, or
Oh,
was
yes.
it afterwards?
Oh, no. The name of the mountain, you mean?
Yeah.
No, afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, take some pictures around and then find your way. You can use the bathroom here. By the way, in the Catholic churches, both around the Sea of Galilee and in Jerusalem's Mount of Olives, they charge a shekel per visiting the bathroom. You buy water for 4 shekels, then that 1 shekel is your ticket to freedom. So
You don't buy any water unless you have 5 shekels.
okay, something like that.
About taking walks.
You can take. We have enough rocks in this country for millions of years. Go ahead.